And we are in legal counsel right now this Wednesday morning, 8:30, and attorney Charlie O'Hara is with us this Wednesday, as he is every week, and we'll take your calls. Call us 436-1212 if you have a legal question for Charlie O'Hara this morning. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning.
And thanks for coming today.
Sure.
Appreciate you coming on this Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day.
It's going to be a nice day. A lot of folks are going to be shopping, going to be traveling, and their law enforcement are stepping it up too, so we know you need to be very careful out there.
Yes, you do. I think they're out on Rock Road today doing one of their enforcement where they get everyone together and have a lot of activity out there and really watch people for making traffic violations.
You were saying, Charlie, it's really hard not to make a traffic violation.
Well, I mean, any movement on the road, you have to signal 100 feet before you make that movement.
Yeah.
So if you make a turn, you have to signal 100 feet before the turn. If you change lanes, you have to signal 100 feet before you change lanes. You can't follow too close. Obviously, you can't go over the speed limit. There's a lot of things. You can't weave too far. Sometimes people get charged with weaving in their own lane.
Oh my goodness.
Can't use your phone. You can't look at your phone or text or read texts or anything like that. So there's a lot of things that you can violate the law on traffic-wise.
So really, we get off pretty easy most of the time because we don't normally get tickets for all those little things every day.
Especially in Wichita, I don't think a lot of people always signal before they change lanes, has been my experience, or even turn a lot of times.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Charlie. And a lot of folks traveling, so they'll be on the highways this holiday too. What I've always heard folks say, you can go about 5 over or 10 over and not get a ticket. Is that true?
Well, the speed limit is the speed limit. So if it says it's 70 and you're going 71, you're over the speed limit. Now, whether the law enforcement officers will enforce that's a different question. But the limit is what it says. It's a limit, and you can't go over that.
So I wonder who made that up. Have you heard that too? I think we've all heard it. All right, we have a caller on the line, Charlie. Okay. Good morning. What's your question for Charlie?
I'm on disability, and I have insurance, and my doctor has told me that I can't go to work I can't work the rest of my life. I've had 7 back surgeries. My back is really messed up. My disability insurance is saying that they will only cover me until April of 2012. Even though when I got my insurance, it said that if you're disabled, that you will be covered, and it showed us that it would cover me the rest of my life. And it's disability insurance that I bought at work for long-term and short-term disability. And I'm wondering, is there any recourse, legal action that I can take to keep my insurance or look into it more?
Well, as I've said before in this show, insurance is a contract between you and the insurance company. And so whatever that contract says controls. Now, insurance companies are kind of infamous right now for not paying when you request them. I think if their initial statement that they won't pay, you might be able to change if the contract says something different to go to court. You probably need to get a hold of an attorney, have an attorney look at that, and an attorney represent you. I mean, disability for the rest of your life is going to be quite a lot of money. So I think it might be worth having an attorney to represent you.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks for your call. Appreciate it. I think we have time for one more quick call. What's your question today?
Well, it's a contract question, too. I had some roofers come out and work on my roof, and they came out and examined it, wrote me up a contract of what it was going to cost me. They came out, they did the work, they sent me a bill later, after it was done, and the bill was $600 more. And they're saying, oh, well, it's just turn it into your insurance, they'll pay it. Well, this was out of pocket. And I said, I've got a contract with them. How good is this contract? I mean, I agreed to pay this amount to have my roof done, and then they come up later and say, oh, it's going to cost you $600 more.
Well, I think the simple answer to that question is if you have a contract to do something and they do what they're supposed to do in the contract, it's supposed to be the amount in the contract. Now, what can happen is things can change when you have agreements. And I mean, in its worst sense, you could be putting a roof on and then a new storm could come in and cause more damage. But normally a contract controls, and whatever it says controls.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for your call. Thank you, Charlie. Have a happy Thanksgiving. See you next week.